hate America. Excuse me. He who saves his country does not violate any law. Remember that, guys. Dead domain. Funny enough, it was for fitness bros to get lean. They said drink skim milk or just oat milk. I don't think the difference between like 2% or whole milk matters that much, unless you're on like a crazy cut. How many calories are you saving here for an 8-ounce glass of milk? 20 calories?
In these moments.
Oh God, hours. This is gonna be hours and hours long. Jesus. Okay. Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent. Everyone take a deep breath. Do not escalate. Do not escalate. President Trump has a strategy here. Hear him out, and then everything will be fine. Okay. I guess 2% or whole is not great for kids because high fat. Why does it matter? I don't think it matters that much. That's like a really old meme that like eating cholesterol gives you cholesterol or eating fat makes you fat or whatever. It's just different macronutrients, right? Had you talked to the Michael Shermer guy before? What do you think of the format? I think the format is interesting, but I think that we really need a deep dive on some issues. Yeah. Don't you want whole milk for kids? What is the major difference between whole milk versus, this is 3% of your daily fat content versus 2% of your daily fat content? Is it really that? Is this really that substantial of a difference? Like, I think most people gravitate towards 2% because you probably don't need more fat in your diet generally. But I don't think it's like a huge difference. This is not like make or breaking anything. Whole milk has 8 grams of fat. 2% milk has 5 grams of fat. But everything else is basically the same. We have 4% milk in EU. Really? I feel like in Germany I saw 3.5 on the cartons. Or 2% by weight, not 2% your daily intake, whatever. Destiny, EU resident. I was told the skim milk was not to give milk drinkers a diet milk, but to get non-milk drinkers to drink more milk. Bone health worries because some people chose water instead of milk due to perceived effect on weight. I think that's a lot. I think our culture around milk is a lot different in America than it is versus Europe. Like I think in Europe, am I over-indexing on my middle class? I don't think so. In Europe, I think it's very common that like you have a meal and you drink water with the meal. I think in American households, at least when I was growing up, I think it's very rare. When you're growing up, you're almost always served milk with a meal, or you're drinking a soda. I don't think in America. I don't know. I I think our culture was like very, very, very different there. I wonder if there's a way to look that up. Maybe that's a Midwest thing. Chad is coping. I had milk all the time with dinner as a kid. Well, I don't know how many people are Europeans or whatever, but like I think in Europe, milk is like a thing that you have to ask for, and it's like kind of special-ish. Like even for breakfast, you could drink like a glass of water or some kind of like orange juice or apple juice. And like in America, it's like for breakfast it's milk, 100%, and then for lunch and dinner is like maybe milk. It's like a very um oh yeah, true. Our school lunches in America were always milk. You got the little cartons of milk. Yeah. Doesn't everybody use milk for cereal, or do they use water in the EU? No, they would use milk in the EU, but I don't know how common cereal is for breakfast. I think that's also mainly an American thing. Just in my experience, maybe it's different in different parts of Europe. In Europe, you're more likely to find like cold cut like sandwiches or whatever. At least in Poland, you would. And I think in Sweden they would have more pastries or some kind of pastry. You'd be more common to find that versus in America we have much bigger, heavier, danker breakfasts. Milk consumption per capita. This is the United States at 17. Finland is at number 1 with a ton. Holy shit. Okay, Norway and Denmark are up here. Also Sweden and Ireland. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this like all dairy? Because this says consumption of milk excluding butter. What does that mean? Look at the source. Good one. This chart, or the chart is referencing a defunct page of the FAO, of which the archive.org page is dysfunctional, but the information is mostly accurate, sometimes being slightly off when compared to the revised statistics. Okay. Chartsbin.com. Only goes back to 2007. Last updated 15 years ago. How'd you feel about Michael bringing up the Twitter files? Listen, I peruse that guy's Twitter. A lot of girl cock.
Fuck your dog. Fuck your dog. Keep your dog home. I don't care. It's not cute. I don't want to pet it. I don't want to touch your dog. Dogs are haram for a reason, and this was a sign from Allah. There's shit all over my fucking rug. Dogs are gross. Have a child. God wants us to have kids, not to have a bunch of...
What is the exact basis for the MAGA position on milk? Close your eyes and just like imagine a thing that you have like 60% good feelings towards. So, I'm gonna imagine Skittles. Now in your mind, imagine liberals really hate Skittles. And imagine telling all of your friends that liberals really hate Skittles. And then going online and complaining about these liberals that really hate Skittles until you get everybody riled up, and now you want to eat more Skittles than you've ever eaten in your entire fucking life before. And that's basically it. Do liberals hate milk like that? No, I've never heard this in my life. I don't know where this idea of liberals fighting milk came from. For a while, conservatives seem to be on this like raw milk thing, which I fully support. I think you should engage in any type of self-destructive behavior that removes you from the gene pool faster, if it's only destructive to yourself. But for some reason, they switched from raw milk to whole milk, I guess. I don't know. Mm-hmm. $90 deals in 90 days. How many do we have right now? Is it still 0? Hmm. Jesus Christ. My God. Well, there goes my chat experience.
But we do
3 hour and 15-minute drama slop video. Holy
prefer
shit.
respect to bullies.
Holy fucking sunglasses. Hell yeah.
We do prefer science to plotism. And we do prefer rule of law to brutality. We have a place where rule of law and predictability is still the rule of the game. And my guess is that it is largely underpriced by the market. Having a place like Europe, which sometimes is too slow, for sure, and needs to be reformed, for sure, but which is predictable, loyal, and where you know that the rule of the game is just the rule of law, it's a good place. And here in the epicenter of this continent, we do believe that we need more growth, we need more stability in this world, but we do prefer respect to bullies, we do prefer science to plotism, and we do prefer rule of law to brutality. You're welcome in Europe, and you are more than welcome to France.
Wow. New fatwa from Dear Leader. Ryan Macbeth is regarded, and you should really stop linking his Trump dick-sucking slop here. Can you guys chill? Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Calm the fuck down. Why is my mouse skipping again? Put Omni slot. Yeah, I will. I have to fucking redo all my shit, okay? I'll do it. We'll get there.
I hope he's kept away from young women because that's the.
What's embarrassing is you thinking you know how to handle it better than Trump and his 1,000 lawyers. Well, yeah, I mean, I think that really, like, you're worried about the law. I'm not worried about the law. Who cares about the law? Like, they will invent a new law to arrest Trump under if they get power again. It doesn't matter. You're under the false impression that the rules that exist matter. They don't matter. They will ignore.
What did I say about these people?
For the rules, they'll make up new rules. They will come up with other examples of why it's okay that they do it this way. This is a mistake. You have fallen into the mistake of trying to think that your opponent is playing by the same rules as you are. Your opponents are not doing that. Everything I have sometimes this part always confuses me. I mean, didn't they charge Trump with 34 felonies of the same thing? Try and put him in jail for like years and years and years over just like a fucking, like an accounting mistake? Or like, even if it wasn't a mistake, like this is like basically a very small amount of money to try and put him in.
It wasn't an accounting mistake. He lied. He was lying. He was obscuring how he was received campaign funds in order to pay his lawyer to pay off somebody to kill a story. He had the right to do it. He just didn't have the right to lie about the funds for it. What, do you think that's not a crime?
In jail for this.
And he was convicted, and he didn't even go to jail. The judge didn't even put him in jail. We're so biased and so evil and so terrible that the judge was like, well, I don't want to put Trump in jail. I don't want to put 34. I don't want to put. Give me a fucking break. I want to get 34 felonies and not go to jail. Put that in the next.
Shout out to DGG.
This is all my credibility gone forever.
What's he doing? Oh no. Why? Okay.
Who was the first person into the Capitol building? That's because you don't know what the fuck you're talking.
It wasn't actually that. He broke the window and it was someone else that went. Good thing Owen Schroyer didn't accept my bet there. He would have got me on a very fine technicality. If Trump seizes Greenland from Denmark, does that mean that all Americans will be entitled to free healthcare with no deductibles, a free college education, 52 weeks of paid parental leave, 5 weeks of paid vacation? Because that's what everyone in Denmark and Greenland has. Oh my God, true. For reality, person who sends me stuff. I need the Pearl soundbite. You got this, Pearl. So when Dan is debating Moon, I can play it. You've got this, Pearl. Did you see China ministry say that Trump needs to stop using China as a threat, as an excuse to take Greenland? Hey, did you guys see the numbers? How many soybeans did China buy from the United States for the last half of 2025? Anybody see the number on that? Oof. 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 It was 0. To their shock, Cubans in Florida are being deported in record numbers. Send us back. Yes. Send us home. We need to go back to Cuba. Get him out of here. Thank God. Finally, a fair deportation policy. That's what I like to see. ICE. I know where a few Cubans are living right now. Hello, ICE? Her name is Mary Bonnell. I'm sorry. Marisol. Get her out of here. I'm just kidding. I love my mom. Okay. Are Trump supporters redeemable? No. Yes. Okay.
A large crowd was following Republican Jesus, and as the days passed, his disciples came and said to him, "Republican Jesus, these people have been following you for 3 days, and they've become very hungry, and we only have 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish." And Republican Jesus said, "Bring the fish and the bread to me." And his disciples did. And Republican Jesus took 99% of the bread and the fish and gave the 1% back for the disciples to spread amongst the followers evenly. And the disciples said, "But how shall we feed all these people with only 1% of the bread and the fish?" And Republican Jesus said, "Why are these people always looking for a handout? They should just go out and get a job." And the disciples were in awe at Republican Jesus' wisdom. When walking down the streets, Republican Jesus was approached by an old blind man. "Have mercy on me, Republican Jesus," said the blind man. And Republican Jesus said, "What is it you want?" And the blind man said, "Republican Jesus, I'm blind, and I wish to see. Can you heal me?" And Republican Jesus said, Oh, Obamacare didn't take care of that for you? And the blind man said, Republican Jesus, you're right. I'll just go back to being blind. And all his disciples were in awe of Republican Jesus' wisdom.
The stupid fucking switch that those dumb camera people told me to buy. I think I'm actually going to finally use it. But I have to plug everything in, so we're going to watch... What are we watching? Oh! Not this yet. Well, there was a press conference today. What did Dan mean by this?
How are you? You want to check out my van? You want to check out my van? I got some fucking sick ass candy inside and some puppies. Come on over.
Why?
Talking about it is that we have so much money coming in from town.
Oh man, wait, this has been going on for a while? Oh man, he's really live streaming today. He's been live longer than me. Almost. Okay, okay. Special Trump conference. What do we got?
Wow, that's a big crowd. It's a lot of people. I think it's like a record. So these are accomplishments. We have a lot of accomplishments, and as you know, this is the anniversary, first anniversary, January 20th, and it's been an amazing period of time. We have a book that I'm not going to read to you, but these are the accomplishments of what we've produced. All page after page after page, individual things. I could stand here and read it for a week and we wouldn't be finished. But we've done more than any other administration has done by far in terms of military, in terms of ending wars, in terms of completing wars. Nobody's really seen very much like it. I think it's appropriate that because Minnesota is so much in the fray, and I say to my people all the time, and they're so busy doing other things, they don't say it like they should. They're apprehending murderers and drug dealers and a lot of bad people, and these are just some of the more recent ones that we have, and I can show you some of the people. Vicious, many of them murderers. These are all out of Minnesota, just Minnesota. I say, why don't you talk about that more? Because people don't know. Do you want to live with these people? International murder.
Oh, we're doing the posters today. Yes.
They're apprehended and either put in jails in their country from where they came, and the countries respect us. And
Okay. I have an unmanaged switch. I'm going to plug both my computers into the unmanaged switch and then the switch into the router, and all the stuff will figure itself out automatically. I shouldn't have to configure anything. It'll all just work, right? It will all figure itself. Okay, it better. Whoo! Because if it doesn't, I hate networking. Destiny, you missed this heated debate today. I'll let you guess what it was about. Their hairlines? Dan is 40, I think, and Mutin is in his late 20s. Aren't these good hairlines for 8? I don't think there's any problems here, no?
so they actually put them there. In the old days, they didn't respect our country. Biden wouldn't do this because he let them all in. You know, if you didn't have open border policies of Biden, none of this, all of the things that all of the time that we spend talking about Minnesota and everything else, most of them are coming from out of the country. And it's...
Okay, well, this was different, and I think most of this grew back. The problem was this was 2 years after me and Moot had been duo-queuing. Mootin, I'm in. Does that give me a video?
Fucking Leon on me, dog! Hit him! Get her! Go down, foot down, down, down! Don't run away, thank you. Fucking kill her. He's gonna miss the W, and I'm gonna rage.
It's because you're yelling!
Wait, where's somebody made a good arc meme? Where was the arc raiders meme from the subreddit? And then we'll go back to the watching my country fall apart.
Talking Shun Guy, baby? This guy's still up here.
There's no way Dusty Scream got that high pitch. That's fake, right? No, I think I was at my house in Omaha and I had my laptop with me, and I was just, the goal was to just tilt the ever living fuck out of him. So I was just screaming the whole night.
Shit, back off. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Thanks for the fucking info.
It's alright, we're gonna win this game through the top lane. I'm here now, baby. I got level 6. Okay.
You have downs.
Moot, we're supposed to be on the same team.
No! Oh my god, did I? Oh. I just got banned from Discord. Okay. Where's the Unk? Find me the Unk Raiders one. It was on the subreddit yesterday, the day before.
Go Rift, runs mid. Thank you, Steven. You're a genius, dude! How do you do it? You're a fucking statistician! Give me you!
Oh, I thought this was a decent one.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better. I am better!
He's just never covering any of the entrances. He's just watching me die every time. Okay.
Been caused by a previous administrator. Look at this, one after one. Boy, these are rough characters. These are all criminal, illegal aliens that, in many cases, they're murderers, they're drug lords.
Drug lords. I'm curious, who even are these people? Are these like criminal, illegal alien arrested, convicted of sexual assault and sodomy of a girl under the age of 13 and procuring a child for prostitution? What is the name? Is his name criminal, illegal alien arrested? Is that his name? Are they just pictures? I wonder if these are even real people, if they're just AI generated. Because like this isn't a mugshot, right? It looks like this dude's just like in a room. Oh wait, true. It's like the fuck, hold on. Is it this one? Fuck. What's the spooky brain rot song? It should be easy to find this. What? Okay, hold on. Spooky brain rot meme song. How is it hard to find this? It's this song. Wait. But it's got another song. Whatever, I don't care. He's doing the brain rot meme thing. I don't care.
Drug dealers, they're the mentally insane. There's some of them who are brutal killers, they're mentally insane. They're killers, but they're insane. These are just in Minnesota. California, it's worse. In other states, it's worse. Now, Minnesota, the crime is incredible. The financial crimes are incredible. And the problem is because of the agitators and insurrectionists, whatever you want, troublemakers, but they're paid agitators and insurrectionists.
Any proof for that, retard? Any proof for that they're paid? Who's paying them? We've said this for 10 years. Who's paying them? Hello?
Nobody talks about the fact that $19 billion at a minimum is missing in Minnesota, given to a large degree by Somalians. They've taken it. Somalians, can you imagine?
Can you imagine?
And they don't do it. A lot of very low IQ people, they don't do it. Other people work it out, and they get them money, and they go out and buy Mercedes-Benzes, and they come from here, they have no money. They never had money. They never had a life. They never had a government. They never had a country.
Jesus
This is basically no country.
Christ.
Somalia is not even a country. They don't have anything that resembles a country.
Are you okay, Chief?
And if it is a country, it's considered just about the worst in the world. They come here and they become rich and they don't have a job.
This is the song you were thinking of. Yes, it was this one. Thank you. But too late. You missed the meme.
I was told that Ilhan Omar is worth $30 million. She never had a job. She's a crooked congressman.
You were told? Like, did you do any research on that? Or are you literally just repeating shit you saw on your own social media platform? You retarded fuck!
Here's another one. And I have, oh, by the way, we just took out, these are all what ICE is doing.
Also, I ordered the package I picked up yesterday. I don't know why I just put this in my room. I'm a fucking retard. 3 feet is a very short distance. I ordered 3 feet cables because I'm like, I don't want extra cable. I don't think these are gonna fucking reach anything. 5 feet, okay. If you're connecting anything in the back of your computer, fuck. We'll figure it out.
It's a dangerous job. These
I'll
are
figure it
rough.
out.
These are rough people.
Yeah.
Weapons.
Weapons.
This one here is very bad.
That one. What did he? Why that one? What?
This one here is very bad.
What did he do? Aggravated assault with a weapon. What? It very bad? Like him especially? What happened?
I'm going through this because I think we have plenty of time. I'm going to.
You don't have anything else to do?
This beautiful place in Switzerland, where we'll be. I'm sure I'm very happily awaited for.
Wow.
In Switzerland, they don't know about this. They don't have this problem.
They don't have crime? They don't have crime in Switzerland?
Look.
What switch is this? An overly expensive. It's a Unify XG6 PoE. Now, the problem was some retard in chat recommended this because they're like, oh, this will power your cameras because it's PoE plus. But what he didn't know was I actually needed PoE, or no, I'm sorry. This is PoE plus plus. But what I actually needed for my cameras was PoE plus plus plus. What a fucking retard. So I just have the $600 switch for nothing. But now I'm going to use it because I can use it because I'm using NDI more.
Killed somebody.
Killed somebody?
And these are rough people. These are not, this was all allowed into our
That's a layer 3 switch, by the way, not unmanaged. Are you sure? Can't you put it in unmanaged mode?
country through open borders. These dumbest policies, you know, men and women's.
A $50 Cisco switch will do the same shit? First of all, these are 10 gigabit per second ports, or at least some of them are. Secondly, a $50 switch is not giving you PoE++ at every port, not that I need it, but.
Sports is dumb. But to me, having an open border for the world to come in, drug dealers and prisoners. Venezuela, as an example, opened their prisons into the United States. That's why one of the reasons I felt so strongly against Venezuela. Now I'm loving Venezuela. They've been working with us so well. It's been so nice.
After you invaded them and...
Unbelievably nice woman also did a very incredible thing, as you know, a few days ago. We're talking to her, and maybe we can get her involved.
Make sure PoE is off for regular devices. You could fry them. It must automatically negotiate that. I don't believe that that's a manual toggle. There's no world where that's the case.
Way I'd love to be able to do that. Maria, maybe we can do that. But we're dealing with the people and the president and all of the people in Venezuela, and we've been doing great. The oil companies are getting ready to make massive investments there. They have
yeah?
oil and even Saudi Arabia.
Oh, yeah?
There you go. These are real. These are rough water. This is all Minnesota, every one of them. This is one state out of many.
One out of many?
And these people...
I wonder why these are all from Minnesota. Why are we fixating on Minnesota?
Let's see. Yeah, these are all, so far, people that came from outside of the country. They were allowed in by
Democrats?
Sleepy Joe Biden, Crooked
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
All of them
whichever
were?
You like. You can call him whatever you like. They're both right. He's sleepy and he's crooked. He was the worst president we've ever had. And we've had some bad ones, too. I can tell you all you have to do is look at trade.
Yeah? How does trade tell us, Trump? How does trade tell us?
You're not getting bored with this, right?
No, we're good. We're good. We love this.
But these are people that you have to see. Strong arm rape, aggravated assault with a weapon.
Wow.
And many other crimes.
Strong arm rape. What is...
Many other crimes.
What does strong arm rape mean? Like you're holding them down? Damn.
Gang member, known as one of the toughest people around.
One of the toughest. Known MS-13 gang member.
These are tough people.
Wow, tough.
So this is what the people are trying to protect.
Yeah? That's
Because
crazy, man.
All ICE wants to do is get them out of our country.
True.
Bring them to prisons and jails and mental institutions from where they came. That's all they want to do. They're patriots, and they have to be abused by guys like Don Lemon, who's a loser.
What a
lightweight.
loser. Don
I saw him,
Lemon?
the way he walked in that church, it was terrible.
Wow.
I have such respect for that pastor. He was so calm. He was so nice. He was just accosted. What they did
was
in that
criminal.
church was horrible.
It was
Yes,
criminal.
Look at this here. 24 convictions.
What? 24
times.
24 convictions.
They're not charges. These are convictions.
Wow.
So he comes from outside the country. Do you think he's going to be good here? He's convicted 24 times. He's going to be
Yeah.
good here, right?
He's black.
It doesn't work that way.
And convicted.
He's a man murderer. One of many.
A man murder. 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 What? Nothing else? Just murder. Okay. Base.
One of many. All they want to do is get him out. They want to take him out of our country. And we're met with paid agitators and
Paid.
insurrectionists,
Oh, my God.
troublemakers. They're paid. You know, when the woman was shot, and I felt terribly about that. And I understand both sides of it.
Yeah.
But when she was shot,
I clapped.
there was another woman that was screaming shame, 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 right? You saw it. So loud.
Mm-hmm.
Like a professional opera singer. She was so loud and so professional. She wasn't a woman that was hurt.
Okay. If this switch is managed, then when I plug this into my router, it's going to have to like recognize it and DHCP it and all that bullshit, right? I should plug this into the router, then I should plug both computers into the... I'm just trying to think I'm going to have to turn my stream off all the way. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Oh, never mind. Don't mind me.
Oh, my heart's injured. She was a professional. She's shame, shame. She's screaming shame, shame. I said, that's not a normal person. That's a professional.
Oh,
These are
professional.
agitators,
Professional.
professional people that want to see our country do badly. But that's not happening because we have the hottest country anywhere in the world, despite this stuff.
True.
Look at this. All top of the line criminals. They're not going to be good. They're not going to be well behaved here. I could do thousands. We had over 3,000 in the last fairly short while. Just in Minnesota. What's the number, Carol? 10,000. 10,000 criminals. And these are serious criminals. Now, how can a place with 10,000 criminals, how can you have a state? And yet they're fighting us. Yeah, I like that guy. Keeps nodding to me. Do you agree with me, I guess? I like him. I don't know who he is, but I like him.
Oh, that's fucking epic, bro. That's epic, bro. Good for you, man.
He's nodding. He says, you're right. He's obviously a little on the right side, maybe. Look. These are rough ones. So this, we just took this off a stack. We have many stacks like this. Like, I could go 30 times. what
Me
I'm
too,
showing you
Trump.
now.
Me too.
Relations with Hezbollah, that's nice.
Not good.
Why do we allow them in our country?
True.
Hmm.
Hmm?
I'm just looking at these charges. It's just pretty incredible. Many murderers. Many, many murderers.
Many.
People that murdered.
Oh. That's what he means by murderers.
So what ICE does, and Border Patrol is incredible, too. I mean, Paul Perez and that group is incredible. Mostly Hispanic, by the way. They're like 60% Hispanic. You know, they talk about Hispanic. They're mostly Hispanic, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
And they're unbelievable people. And then they say, oh, we discriminate against. I love Hispanic. Unbelievable. Entrepreneurial. They have everything. I did great. I did the highest. Nobody ever got numbers like I got from the standpoint of being a Republican. But even if you look at Texas, I won the entire border along Texas, between Texas and Mexico. Never happened before. Nobody's ever done that before. I did it. As a Republican, I did it. I love the Hispanic. And they accuse us of all sorts of things. 60% of the people we're talking about, they're the best people we have, and they're Hispanic. The Border Patrol is largely Hispanic. ICE is largely Hispanic. They're unbelievable people. I don't know how they can take the abuse. They're taking rough people like this, like all of them. We have 10,000 at least. I could have done 10,000 of them. You're lucky I only did like 100. And this isn't even the worst of the group. They have murder.
Stop fucking doing that. You're making me think I'm unplugging something. What are you talking about? Do you think I need to download some software to configure this via USB? Because nothing's popping up on my computer.
They have some people we can't use their picture for legal reasons, but they're up for murder in their own country, and we jeopardize their case. When we send them back, and we coordinate with other countries. A tremendous amount of work. All allowed in here by an open border policy of the worst president in the history of our country. A man that didn't win the election, by the way, it's a rigged election. Everybody knows that now. And by the way, numbers are coming out that show it even more plainly. We caught him. So I just want you to know that it's a terrible thing.
It's a terrible.
Here's the book on accomplishments. And this is something, ooh, I'm glad my
You have to go to its IP, retard. I plugged it in via USB, retard. If I unplug my Ethernet cable, my stream is going to die.
wasn't in that sucker.
You need to make an account with Unify and then log into the router's IP address. There is no world where that is true. Is that true? Shut up.
I could have done some damage, but you know what? I wouldn't have shown the pain. I would have gone back. What, did you hear that? That was nasty. But I would not have shown the pain. I would have acted like nothing happened as my finger fell off. That was nasty. I think somebody did that. It was him. It was my man. How were you? You didn't do it. I know you did. I know you didn't. So, but here's the book. These are all things we have. I'm going to read a few of the samples, but look at this.
Look at this, guys.
Each line is something that we did. Nobody did that before. And it's big stuff, too.
Wow. Look at that.
We have the hottest country in the world.
Wow. What is he even doing?
I'm going to read a few of the samples, but look at this. These are all things we have. I'm going to read a few of the samples, but look at this. These are all, each line is something that we did. Nobody did that before. And it's big stuff, too. Look, we have the hottest country in the world. So, I will read you a few. We ended Biden's stagflation. We were in stagflation. That's a disaster. That's far worse than inflation.
Okay.
As you know, he had the biggest inflation in the history of our country. They say 48 years. Pick your choice. But they had the biggest inflation in the history of our country. We have it right down to a normal number now.